To the untrained man, it can often be daunting to wonder whether or not she likes you. In fact, many men are completely oblivious to some of the signs that a woman does give off when she likes you. Thankfully, some advancements in the field of psychology have made it a little easier, and now you can also see the subtle signs that show a woman likes you. Now, you also have to keep an open mind and understand that not all women will show you the same signs in the same order. It comes down to personalities in many cases and how comfortable she is giving you these subtle signs. But without wasting your time, let's look at the 21 hidden but obvious signs she wants you. Number 1. She stares at you. Unless you've given people in public a reason to stare at you, like wearing some wacky outfit, people will often just glance over you and continue living their own lives. You see, people don't really care about others and rarely even remember them. However, a woman who stares at you is more than likely attracted to you in some way or another. Since she finds you attractive, she's literally trying to check you out and figure out if you perhaps are the right guy for her. Number 2. She smiles at you. Have you ever had a random person smile at you? Whilst this happens occasionally, it's not a common occurrence, and women often prefer to keep their emotions in check. However, a smile is one of the most definitive signs that someone's actually attracted to you. You see, it's human nature to show a happy emotion towards something we desire, and this is precisely what women are doing when they randomly sneak you a smile. This is often more accurate if she's someone you have just met. Number 3. She seeks you first. Whenever you are out in town or with friends she knows you are there, one thing you're bound to notice is that upon arrival, she will automatically start searching for you. In fact, she might even want to go to you before greeting anyone else who's present. Adding to this, you'll often find that she will continually ask about your whereabouts and try to figure out if you're going to be there. This is a sign that she's only pitched up to try to find you and try to find some time in your company. Number 4. Noticeable difference in how she treats you. If you've been following this channel, you've probably heard us mention that women try to treat men in a very nonchalant way. The reason for this is that some men believe that whenever a woman is friendly, she's attracted to them, and this is simply not the case. However, if you notice her mood change when you're around, or if she simply starts being more friendly to you than you're used to, it can be a dead giveaway that she finds you attractive and wants to spend some time with you. This should be a great way of gauging her interest levels. Number 5. She seems a little tense around you. Not everyone is capable of picking up on this, but if she likes you, you are bound to notice her being a little nervous around you. The reason for this is simple and stems from the natural fear of rejection that every person on the planet has. In fact, during this period of being nervous, she's searching for signs that you're truly interested in her, and this is what causes the initial signs of being tense. In fact, her fear of rejection is the main driving factor in making her feel this level of being tense. Once you pick up on this, you can be the one to calm her down. The moment she gets some clarity on your feelings toward her, it would most often allow her to calm down a little, and you should have a better interaction. But the fact of the matter is that when she seems nervous or tense, it could be your presence, and this indicates attraction. Number 6. She replies quickly. With the world being so busy, it's often hard to get to your mobile phone and engage in a texting conversation. You see, people are so busy pursuing their goals and ultimately seeking survival that it doesn't make any sense to be constantly focused on your mobile device. Additionally, women simply don't want to respond to text messages if they don't have any real feelings toward the guy. It is for this reason that you can assume she really likes you if she's responding to your text messages in a speedy and timely fashion. If she likes you, she will want to be in constant contact with you, and this is often one of the driving factors that helps nurture the relationship and improves it into something better than the ordinary. Number 7. She's always available. Just because a woman is always available to you doesn't mean that she's available to other men. In fact, the rise of dating apps and social media has given women the opportunity to choose whom they want to see and spend time with. It's for this reason that you commonly find that she has excuses when you want to see her. But life is also busy, and everyone has things to do. which also means that it becomes harder to constantly see each other. However, if she's always saying yes to dates, it means that she is actually making time for you, and she's trying to ensure that you see that she likes you. If her availability toward you is actually always good, you can be sure that she does like you. Women won't spend time with someone they don't like, and with so many options, they don't need to. Number 8. She tells you information you don't need to know. One of the best ways that women often draw men in is by making them a part of their lives. You see, the moment you become part of her life, you understand her as a human being, and this is what often draws you in and makes you feel special. You see, many good women are often very nonchalant, and they don't want people to know about their personal lives. However, if she's willing to compromise her own privacy, it's a good indication that she does find you somewhat attractive and will want to spend more time with you. Number 9. She touches you. One thing to understand is that women are generally afraid of being touched by men, especially in public. You see, many men have absolutely no idea how to touch a woman, but this is not the reason. You see, many men don't understand that physical contact doesn't always mean attraction, and they often fail when it comes to this. For this reason, women often refrain from touching men or coming into direct contact with them as much as possible. This is mainly to ensure that she doesn't send the wrong signals, which could affect what the guy perceives their encounter to be. However, if you notice that she's touching you and she allows you to touch her, it's a clear sign of comfort. This also means that there's definitely some level of attraction, as many women would simply just avoid being touched altogether. Number 10. She plays with her hair. This one is one of the most common things men are often taught, and whilst it might be a little debatable in life, it does have some merit. You see, according to psychology, nervous people will often engage in soothing behavior, like actually playing with their hair or even holding themselves. This is a subconscious sign that she's showing to give you an indication that she's somewhat intimidated by you and that you should make her feel comfortable. However, this should be coupled with some of the other signs to be sure that it's not just another personality nuance. Number 11. Backhanded flirting or compliments. Whilst you might see backhanded compliments or flirting as a little insulting, it's often one of the ways the women go about flirting with men. You see, if she's rejected, she can simply claim that it was an insult, when in fact, it was simply a backhanded compliment. This slightly insulting approach might not be appreciated by all men, but it also forms part of her testing process to see how sensitive of a person you are. It might be a great idea to reciprocate with the exact same manner of flirting, and this might lead to even more attraction. Number 12. She makes plans. Since women are often chased by men, it often falls on the shoulders of the guy to come up with plans and things to do for the two. In fact, rarely would you find that she's the one inviting you out to dinner or to do something with her. However, when a woman truly finds a guy attractive, she also wants to spend as much time with him as she possibly can. Since she doesn't want to be the one always waiting for him to respond, she'll be the one coming up with plans and inviting him to go out. Whenever a woman contacts you to do something, there is a very high probability that she's attracted to you and wants to spend time with you. Women only want to spend time with men they find attractive. Number 13. She wants you to meet her friends. The common trend in relationships is often that the guy should ask the woman to meet some of his friends. In most cases, this is something that rarely happens, as she's often afraid of how her friends would perceive or even judge you when you spend some time together. However, she might occasionally want to have you meet her friends and see how you get along. Whilst we all know that this is her opportunity to have her friends see if you're a good guy, it does show that she's willing to risk her own reputation in order to have you become part of her friends. This is one of the most important factors of attraction. Number 14. She wants you to meet her family. Family is very similar to friends for a woman, and you might even argue that it could be that much more intense as well. If she wants you to spend time with her family, she's also instigating them to judge you and figure out if you're the right guy for her to date. In fact, no one will scrutinize you as much as her parents. However, just having the opportunity to meet her parents is already a big step, and for most women, meeting their parents would be at the top of the priority list. Now, if she does make this offer, you have to take it and show her parents that you're a great guy. This will ensure that the relationship is smooth and you don't have any personal resistance to deal with. Number 15. Her mood changes around you. If you notice that her mood always changes around you, you're probably doing a great job, especially if she changes to a far more positive and happy mood when she sees you. You see, whenever you have some kind of an effect on her mood, it means that she's built an emotional connection with you. The worst thing that could happen is if you don't get any response from her and she doesn't allow you to even gauge her emotions. This means that she doesn't care whether you're present or not. You see, the moment you can touch her emotions, she's somewhat invested, and now you need to be careful. Ideally, you want her to have positive emotions around you, and if you notice her smiling or laughing when you're around, it's one of the best signs of attraction that you could ever hope for. Number 16. She tries to be close to you. If you happen to meet a woman and she's constantly trying to be close to you, it's often a sign that she likes you. You see, humans have the natural tendency of trying to be in close proximity to the person we like. The reason for this is simply because it just feels right and comfortable. One thing you're bound to notice is that regardless of whether or not she finds space next to you, she will do everything within her power to be as close to you as possible. She might even consider sitting on your lap if she can't find a spot next to you. The great thing about this is that it does mean that she's interested in you. Number 17. She tries to surprise you. Once again, this comes down to effort, and one thing you'll notice about women is that they rarely want to make any effort. You see, women tend to rather allow the guy to make an effort and they want to be the one courted. However, many women might choose to be the instigators, and this often means that she could be the one who's trying to surprise you. She might just pitch up at your home or even surprise you with a gift. You see, the main goal of this is simple, and it means that she's trying to make you feel special. Women rarely care if a guy feels special. Number 18. You are the first person she tells things. If you've reached a point where you become the first person she talks to about things, you can be sure that there is a ton of attraction from her side. You see, women often only talk about their personal endeavors to those they trust, and they often don't want to be judged for some of these things. However, if she likes you, you'll become the main priority, and whenever something happens, you'll be the first person to know. Now, this could be positive or negative things, and it all comes down to keeping you informed and showing you that you're a trusted person in her life. Ideally, you would want to reciprocate, but beware of revealing things that make you seem weak. Number 19. She reveals secrets. One thing people rarely, if ever, talk about is their secrets or some of the things they're ashamed about. This is often reserved for the people you truly trust and have built years of experience with understanding each other. In fact, women will rarely divulge some of their secrets or things on their minds. However, if a woman truly likes you, she'll be more inclined to share some of those personal secrets, and they might start out as being small secrets, before gradually scaling up to something more important. You must show some empathy, and this will truly make her feel more comfortable, and she might even reveal more. Number 20. She always looks great. Now, some women love dressing up, but nowadays, many women just expect a man to accept them for who they are, and this is something driven by societal standards. You see, women have so many options available that if they have to dress up for every one of them, it wouldn't be worth it. It's for this reason that if a woman is always looking her very best, you can be sure that she's attracted to you and wants to spend some time with you. It also means that she's willing to put in some effort when she sees you, something not all men are privy to. So if she's always looking good, you can be sure that there's definitely some attraction. Number 21. She plays push-pull games. Finally, women are notoriously more passive-aggressive than men, and you'll notice this by games she plays with you. You see, women naturally play these games to see if a guy is willing to chase them or even fight for them. Women rarely play these games with a guy she doesn't like, so if you notice that she's playing these push-pull games, it could mean that she's somewhat attracted to you. For many men, it can be daunting to figure out if a woman is interested, and these subtle signs are a great way of figuring it out. However, once you notice this, you'll need to effectively court her into liking you. Make sure to check out this next video on what you can do that will make her obsessed with you.